The inside of my mouth was bleeding. I had blood coming out of my mouth that night.
This woman and her Marine husband faced a beatdown by a mob of unruly teenagers outside a Bradenton movie theater after asking the teens to quiet down during the show. For the first time tonight, we're hearing from that couple who are still dealing with injuries days after that attack. All new at 11, Chris Martinez spoke with them tonight. He joins us now with their story. Chris, how are they doing?
Well, Jameson, we actually caught up with them at the hospital where Federico Ferrari was being treated for neck pain because of this attack. This is a Marine on leave from Afghanistan. He's here for the holidays, and he never certainly thought he'd have to defend himself here at home.
It's disgraceful.
How else can anyone describe a date night that started with a movie and ended in a brawl?
I've never been hit like that, especially by a man.
You can still see some of the bruising that punch left behind on Kaylin Ferrari's face, a violent response to a simple request from her husband, asking 2 rows of teens at this movie theater to stop talking during the show.
He said, have some respect, be quiet, and they cussed at him.
That reaction was just the tip of it. After a movie manager threw the teens out, they waited for the couple to leave. And when they did, Federico and Kaylin were surrounded by a group of teens ready for a fight and turning on Federico first.
They were basically jumping him.
Those punches and kicks lasted long enough to get Federico on the ground, and when he got up, most of his attackers were running away, except for the one coming towards his wife.
He looked at my husband, said he was going to hit me, and before I knew it, I was on the ground.
Kaylin was knocked out with that punch, and it wasn't the only one thrown. Manatee deputies say the fists kept flying at them when they arrived to break up the brawl. This cell phone video from Kaylin's phone shows the aftermath.
They've had to taser like 20 people.
Several teens were cuffed and taken away, and so was this 20-year-old woman who tried to stop one of those arrests from happening. For this Marine home for a break from combat, the whole ordeal is just disgusting.
Going back to the States and fighting for this country and just seeing the criminal activity, especially to a woman, you know, it's like, what the hell am I fighting for?
Can you believe all that? Can I give you an idea of just how intense this all got? Kaylin tells us the reason many of those teens backed off is because a witness at that theater, a good Samaritan of sorts, he had a gun in his car, and he flashed that gun to that group to get them to leave this couple alone. Now, besides that 20-year-old woman we just showed you, deputies also arrested 5 teenagers that night, and those kids were just 15 to 17 years old.